innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
If you're looking for a new Chevy,
drive down the I-29 Billion Chevy corridor.
Billion Chevy has you covered with 3 great locations right off I-29 in Worthing, Del Rapids, and Sioux Falls. Billion Chevy always puts the customer first and will search over 450 new and used vehicles to find the perfect vehicle for you.
Drive down the I-29 Billion Chevy corridor.
Find new roads at the Billion Chevy store nearest you or at billionauto.com/Chevrolet.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Mary and Marie Boutique is a store for all the girls. They have new fall fashion featuring Days denim. And check out their new arrivals every month and their color of the season. Radiate joy and love what you wear. Mary and Marie Boutique asks that you support local business. Shop online anytime, anywhere at maryandmarieboutique.com. Follow them on Facebook at Mary and Marie Boutique and on Instagram at shop.maryandmarie. Mary and Marie Boutique is a proud supporter.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with me, Heath, and a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of me today and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Mary and Marie Boutique is a store for all the girls. They have new fall fashion featuring Days denim. And check out their new arrivals every month and their color of the season. Radiate joy and love what you wear. Mary and Marie Boutique asks that you support local business. Shop online anytime, anywhere at maryandmarieboutique.com. Follow them on Facebook at Mary and Marie Boutique and on Instagram at shop.maryandmarie. Mary and Marie Boutique is a proud supporter of area school activities.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
All right, welcome to Canton, to the Canton High School Gymnasium for the Region 4 Championship between the Point-Jefferson Lady Huskies and the Canton Lady Seahawks. Along with me tonight is Heath Nemke. We did the game on Tuesday night with Vermilion. Welcome to Canton again, Heath.
Hey, great to be back with you here, Pat. Of course, as you mentioned, getting ready for this finals action. Chance to punch a ticket onto the Sodax 16 and play in less than a week's time. Should be some more exciting volleyball, just kind of like what we saw on Tuesday night.
Absolutely. Pretty big crowd here tonight in Canton. Probably 50 more people than there was Tuesday night, because there was a pretty decent crowd then too. But I think more Elk Point people than Vermilion the other night.
Yeah, of course, it's that little trip up Interstate I-29 that we talked about on Tuesday evening. This is an Elk Point-Jefferson team that's trying to get their footing here towards late in this season. I know this hasn't really, when you look at the record for the Elk Point-Jefferson Huskies, it's very deceiving on how they have been as a team. In fact, I'll drop this little nugget for you already. They have only won one game so far this season against a team from Class A with a winning record. That was a couple weeks ago against Del Rapids. Otherwise, when it comes against teams that have winning records in Class A, Elk Point-Jefferson has not been successful. They have dropped their last 3 of 4 coming into the postseason, and on the other night against the Beersford Watchdogs, it wasn't very convincing for them. Yes, they won 3-0, but every single match, every single set kind of went down to the very last point, it seemed like, including a couple sets that had some extra volleyball in there. So going to be interesting to see what we see from these two teams tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Vermilion played well Tuesday night. Got set 3 from Canton And then Canton finally settled down and ended it, but it did go 4 sets. And Canton is not used to going 4 sets, let alone, normally they win at 3-0 or have been. Granted, their, losses that they've been beat 3-0 on the other side has been Dakota Valley and Sioux Falls Christian. So the DAC-12 is a pretty competitive conference, and we'll see that come after tonight to see how many DAC-12 teams are in the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Harley Laubeck getting it ready for us tonight.
As we mentioned, the Huskies, the kind of usual lineup that they have, they go kind of a mixture of seniors, juniors, and even sprinkle in a few sophomores as well.
Yep, and Elk Point picks up the first point of the night for them.
Very dangerous already. We already have an injury down there. As just colliding together that time was Carly and Lundstrom, and this is kind of nerve-wracking. Again, Lundstrom just went diving in, straight head collision. She's holding hers immediately. She's just honestly got her bell rung, it looks like.
Yeah. And, both girls totally competitive.
Talk about a communication with volleyball as well. Who has it? It's that very first point. It's the excitement here in the gym.
Yep.
It's hard to hear. Not quite for sure who calls it, so you just want to play protective volleyball. You both go for it.
Absolutely.
And this is a result already, a very scary moment.
Yeah.
And if you have Lundstrom, who looks like she's going to be tough, looks like she's going to stick it out there, but if she can't, that's a huge miss.
Oh, absolutely. Giving her time, figure out what they want to do.
And we do see the official kind of coming in here saying, basically, you need to hurry this up. We understand the situation with it being an injury, but you need to either decide she stays in or she comes out. It looks like they're going to allow her to stay in.
Yep.
Be interesting to watch, though, now to see how she kind of reacts here in the next 5 points or so.
Exactly. Meister getting the setup. Doesn't set it up and goes over, and Elk Point gets another point, go up 2-0.
Bentley Kohlbaum has just been phenomenal for the Elk Point-Jefferson Huskies all season long. Just that sophomore went tipped right to her, and she was able to finish it off.
Yeah, it wasn't much for Meister, but Elk Point capitalized. Meister going to set it up again to Plucker.
Sophie gets it. They set it with Alyssa. Able to get it over nicely that time, but looks like there's some net interference. And a point to Elk Point-Jefferson.
Yeah, 3-0. We'll see if we have some kind of some unique calls tonight from the officials like we did on Tuesday night.
Yeah, saw a couple of rotation calls. Such a weird call to make, but we saw that several different times on both teams for Canton and Vermilion on Tuesday evening.
Yep, Elk Point goes up 4-0.
Now, you have to help me out here, Pat.
Yep.
How successful has Canton been in their blue jerseys? Of course, they played in their gray jerseys on Tuesday evening.
I'm not sure. I really haven't paid much attention. But, I didn't realize that they were gray, so maybe I should pay attention.
Well, right now it doesn't seem like the blue jerseys are working out for them. Already down 5-0.
Yep. Over to Plucker for the tap over.
Set it up with Torres, goes to Kohlbaum, sends it right to the heart of the defense.
Plucker hits it back over again.
Alyssa sets, Curry comes across. And there goes, how would Lundstrom respond? Really her first call of action since that head injury, and doesn't make it a good pass.
Nope. Back over to Plucker, back row.
Set up once again. Kohlbaum just has to get over on the free pass.
Tiemann hits the stick, so 7-0 Elk Point. I'm expecting Coach Young's probably going to take a timeout here pretty quick. Yep, she's going to take one right now.
And something interesting as well, we didn't see her really use timeouts on Tuesday night. We didn't even really see her get out of her seat against Vermilion.
Not the first set anyway.
And this is not a good spot if you're the Canton Seahawks. For the Elk Point-Jefferson Huskies, it's a Metro team that has struggled against teams with winning records in Class A and even against Beersford. I mean, this is a picture-perfect start if you're the Huskies.
Yeah, absolutely. They got momentum right out of the chute, and I'm pretty sure the Elk Point head coach told them, said, hey, we have nothing to lose and let's go attack, and they're doing it right now.
No score update yet either from Dakota Valley or T area. Those are the other two teams meeting here in the region. Of course, we'll keep our eye on that Sioux Falls Christian. They play Garrettson tonight up in Region 3. A lot of Class A from volleyball action Tuesday and Monday have really gone according to the higher seeds. So not a whole lot of upsets that we've seen. Getting things continuing to serve is Sophia for the Point-Jefferson Huskies.
Yeah, the officials weren't ready, but Elk Point thought they were.
Yeah, the near official is right now at the scorer's table looking down. He has gotten rotation off in his card. According to the scoreboard, we're missing a substitution, it looks like, somewhere.
Yep.
Which I'm not quite for sure where we have gotten off. I mean, we really haven't seen a substitution yet.
Nope, Canton hasn't.
Yeah, so the rotation, when you're winning 7-0, there's really no rotation to worry about.
Exactly.
So it's almost like his card has been off since the beginning here.
Yep. So I know officials make mistakes. Maybe he didn't write the right one down, or I don't know. They're talking about it, so that's a good thing.
A lot of delays here early. I felt on Tuesday night it was a very clean, consistent game. Yes, very, very quick, even for 4 sets. But this one, I mean, shoot. We got started a little early, but 7 points in. This is already our second delay into the game.
Yep.
Again, has that little card in his hand that is all about substitutions, where players should be at in rotation. Now, the head official does not have that sheet. Now coming over to Elk Point-Jefferson coach and asking about the rotation and seeing if 2 girls switch spots at 1 point.
Yep. So they're trying to figure it out, that's for sure. And nobody likes delays. She's pleading her case.
She is. And the official really has himself in a bad spot as well, because he just looks so confused right now at the moment.
Yep.
And he has to be the one that has command of this game and basically tell the coaches yes or no.
Yeah.
So we had a sub from Elk Point-Jefferson. And it was never communicated to the official. And now we have...
all 4 of the officials are over there.
Yep.
I can promise you this, Heath. I think they are going to get it corrected. Because this is the first time I've seen this all year also.
And I apologize because I'm not quite for sure what we would even do about this.
Yeah, I don't either.
Even if the substitution is wrong or right.
Yeah.
It's not like you can just say, oh, you know what, we made a mistake.
Yep.
This isn't pickup volleyball. You just go, let's just restart.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, this is for a chance to go to the Sodak 16 right now.
Yep.
Okay. So they're going to call a rotation mistake against Elk Point-Jefferson. Give Canton a point and Canton the ball.
So
So Caitlin Van Rokel and Ashley Brewer, substitution at 1 point, never made at the scorer's table.
And it should have been, I guess, according to the official.
And we'll recap this here in just a moment.
Yep.
Because I think
Lundstrom serving.
There's more to this.
Yes.
Holbaum almost got a nice kill there.
Yep. Over to Plucker.
Brewer trying to set up. She just has to go over on the free pass.
Lundstrom gets it. Meister setting it up to Macy Plucker, out of bounds. She has her first kill, and I think Tuesday night, did she not have 14 or was it 15 kills?
15 kills.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Going back to that, though, whose fault was it on the substitution? Did Van Rokel make it obvious that she was coming in, or Brewer, excuse me, or was there just that complete miscommunication?
Yeah. I'm not sure, but these officials aren't going to let anything go with another net interference on Canton.
Now 8-2. Alyssa is up to serve right now for the Huskies.
Laubeck gets it. Meister set it up to Plucker, taps it over.
Kolbaum there to receive. And just a small tap over that time by
Laubeck
Hertz.
saves it up, back over to Plucker.
Alyssa hits it off the ceiling.
The ceiling was the factor.
We saw that a few different times in the Vermilion game. We made jokes about it.
Yeah. Come on, girls. Tiemann serving for Canton.
Goes back to Torres. Set for Hertz, and Hertz, great kill as she's able to attack Tiemann on the speed. Speaking of Tiemann, she'll come out and Peterson will check in for Canton.
9-3 Elk Point.
And this time we made sure we got the substitution correct. Kolbaum came out, and coming in was Neerman for EPJ.
Nice save by Elk Point.
Torres setting it up with Sophia. Neerman just gets it over.
Plucker, Meister. Back over to Plucker.
There for the block that time.
Yep.
Was Brewer. Set up by Sophie. Go to Torres, cross court. Oof. I don't know if that was a block there by Canton.
Yeah, I don't either. Laubeck came out of nowhere to try to save it.
It looked like that caught more of net than it did a block.
Yeah.
But now back to a 7-point lead for EPJ here in set number 1.
Boom shakalaka by Plucker with another kill.
For second of the evening. And that's the first time we've really seen her just pull one back and smash it home.
It's like she loaded and boom. Plucker with the serve.
And she's great at serving setup. They want to go. And great job. They went to Natalie Hertz, and she just went right down where she was at.
And nobody was in the area when she put it right down.
Checking out Brewer and coming back into the game is Van Rokel for EPJ. And it was Van Rokel with the missed substitution last time.
Back over to Canton. I don't think Vanderweerd blocked it. It just stuck up in the top part of the net.
Yeah, a couple digs there by the EPJ Huskies went into the net. Nothing they could have done about that.
Yep, Vanderweerd to serve.
Dug up by the Huskies. And Hertz makes a mistake, just sends it straight into the net.
Yep. 11-6, Elk Point.
12-7 early in set number 1 with T-Area beating Dakota Valley.
Plucker with the nice dig. Laubeck gets it over.
Dug up by Neerman. Go to Torres. Set up once again by Sophia. She just in the second hit got it over quickly. Torres again for EPJ. Hangs on the net and gets extremely lucky.
Yeah, it's like it's stuck there. Canton didn't know what to do for sure. Laubeck dove at it, but bounced right in front of her hand.
And now Hertz, the junior middle hitter, up to serve for EPJ.
Meister setting it up to Laubeck. She gets it over.
Dug up by Neerman. They go across to Torres. She's blocked, but able to dig it up nicely for EPJ.
Plucker, Meister, Rosenboom.
Van Rokel, Torres for EPJ.
Peterson sets to Meister. Meister sets to Laubeck.
And right now, the block just not getting the job done for EPJ. But in the end, Torres comes through with the big point, but several different times, Canton was able to find their way through the block.
13-6, Elk Point.
Natalie Hertz up to serve once again for EPJ.
Plucker gets it to Meister. Rosenboom taps it over.
Torres, and they just go quickly across with Sophia.
Yep.
And right now it's working out for EPJ as they're just taking the second hit and trying to catch Canton off guard.
Yep, it's like they're slowing the momentum down a little bit.
8-point lead. EPJ's biggest lead of the game.
Plucker gets it to Meister. Meister setting it up to over to Labeck on the other side.
Nice job there by Curry to get some fingertips on it. Torres is just going to throw it over the near corner. Nice job by Torres for Elk Point-Jefferson. Instead of going for the hard kill we've seen her do all night, this time she decides to go cross court.
Yeah, and they're putting it where Canton rotates and they're not there, and they put it right there.
Van Rokel. Sophie just the knockover by Hertz.
Meister sets it down, gets it back for Canton.
Nice job by Meister. Pull a page out of what EPJ has done so far tonight is just take that second knock and send it over instead of making a pass for the third hit.
Yeah, she said enough's enough. We need the ball back.
8-point lead. Van Rokel, that was a bad touch for her. Trying to deal with it, Alyssa. Curry right there at the net.
Back over to Elk Point.
And another big thing that EPJ has done in this first set is they have not allowed Canton to build momentum on multiple points. Only once so far Canton has been able to get multiple points.
Yeah, they take it away right away from them.
Ooh. Lucky there for Plucker to get that over. I think she just kind of thought that was going to hit the lights and came down awkwardly to her.
Labeck puts it down, lays it right in front of him again.
Just goes with the little scoop right over the block, which is a little surprising because the block has not been very reliant so far tonight for EPJ. Van Rokel dug up with Sophie, trying to go across court once again. And this time it's Bentley Kolbaum who's back in the rotation. Again, just as a sophomore, she has been dangerous for the Huskies all season long.
Plucker smokes it home again.
And by no means would I use this as an excuse, but I feel like the delay in the game that we saw here to start,
yes,
Canton just hasn't found themselves yet.
No, they haven't found their groove yet. I hope they find it soon.
Set up as Kolbaum and Brewer both went for it. No one communicated who was going to get it, and a free point for the Canton Seahawks.
And that's the first two consecutive points
second
in a
time,
row.
yeah, the second time. Alyssa, Sophie, and this one blocked away but goes out of bounds. Curry gets the point for EPJ. And they maintain that large lead here in set number one.
Granted, it's been a great match so far.
Alyssa to serve for the Huskies.
Meister to Vanderweerd. She lays it in.
This time they attack the junior, Natalie Hertz, just the one blocker there for EPJ.
Yep, Vanderweerd, or no, Tiemann to serve for Canton.
Oh, nice job just getting it over. Even better job by EPJ to save it. And just right over the block as it's set by Sophie. Comes by Kolbaum. And Kolbaum, maybe a little deflection, maybe a little bit of messing with the net.
Yep.
Gets the point.
Yep. Tiemann coming out, Peterson going back in.
Also, Hannah Neerman checks back in the game as Kolbaum comes out. It will be Hannah Neerman to serve for the Elk Point-Jefferson Huskies. And the official goes over making sure he's getting the substitution rotation correct right now.
Yep. You know, that's the thing. Once you make that, that error, they're going to check it all the time. Granted, you know, it should be that way.
Yes. And every team does it in the state of South Dakota that they can somehow cheat rotation or get an advantage. Every team does it.
Oh, yeah.
Nice pass there. And then miscommunication. Hesitation from Ashley Brewer. She just has to go get that pass, meet it at its highest point, try to get the kill. Not able to do so. Nice point for the Seahawks.
Plucker serving again for Canton.
And she's going to have a long career at the collegiate level the way she plays.
Bell Point bounces it right down the middle. Nobody there.
And EPJ just 5 points away as we see another substitution. Brewer is out, and Van Rokel comes into the game. Van Rokel up to serve. Just got that over the net.
Meister gets it over on the third hit.
Lissa, Sophie, Hertz, blocked. Trying to take it out of the net. EPJ can't. Point, Seahawks.
Yep. 2013 Elk Point. Now it seems like if Elk Point scores, then Canton scores. But, yeah.
We'll see if it continues on. Seahawks need to put together some type of rotation and a little bit of a point streak. Torres, right into the block, she went.
They need to go on a run, that's for sure.
Battle at the net.
Rosenboom slams it home.
Back-to-back times, Hertz has lost the single block at the net.
So we're down to 6. Point lead for Elk Point. Vanderweerd gets it over.
Sophie sets, Torres tries to kind of just make the high pass across court. Again, goes through the block, but EPJ able to cover. Torres trying to get the kill.
Plucker gets it over on the third hit.
Set up Sophie once again, this time to Hertz. And it works out. They went twice to Torres. Wasn't working on the far side. They set up middle. And a point for the Huskies. Alyssa out. Curry back in for EPJ.
Vanderweerd sits down and Lundstrom back in.
Hertz up to serve. Her third time this evening. And it's that ceiling bounce. It's the ceiling bounce. Home cooking.
And gets a point on it. You know, these girls are used to that because they practice in here every day.
Yep, absolutely.
It's like the Metrodome.
It is unique the way this ceiling just makes the bounces right for Canton.
Lundstrom sets it to Labeck. Labeck gets it over and she's over. No, Elk Point was. Elk Point's coach not happy about that call.
No, and certainly right. Carly did have her foot across the line.
Yeah, she did. We both saw it.
And now a timeout called. Quick score updates. Last time checked, T area Dakota Valley. It was 12-7 in that one. We have not seen an update from that one in quite some time. Sioux Falls Christian easily takes down Garrettson and set number 1, 25-8.
Wow.
Otherwise, Miller and Dupree, 7-4 in set number 1. We look at that because Miller number 5 in the rankings. And also receiving votes, Elkton Lake Benton down against Sioux Valley in set number 1. And in AAA, I guess, kind of just scores across as they're underway. But don't forget, AAA does not wrap up their season until next Thursday. When they begin, I should say, Sodak 16 next Thursday. Also advancing on to the Sodak 16 in Class B. Warner is able to get on. Chester area, Burke, they all get 3-0 sweeps. All teams inside the top 3.
Meister gonna serve here. 21-16, Elk Point in the lead. Meister gets it over.
See if Canton can't make a comeback or if EPJ can't put this one away. Dug up by Neerman. Sophie just decides to go over with it. Doesn't work out. Trying to save it, Van Rokel. They're able to do so. Curry gets it over. Block. Takes deflection. Sophie. Curry had to lean back. She jumped too early that time for Huskies. Goes to the block once again. for the third time tonight, Danica Torres goes across court and picks up a point for EPJ.
Yeah, laid it nicely in when Canton was out of position again. I mean, they're scrambling, communicating, and then they caught him there.
22-16. EPJ trying to finish off here in set number one. Again, Curry somehow gets the point, but Josie Curry is jumping too soon. She's leaning back.
Yep.
She's not getting power on it. It's almost like just an off pitch in baseball.
Yeah.
You're just expecting a lot of speed, and then when it doesn't come, you're completely off guard.
Yep.
And now back up to an 8-point lead, set point, as it will be Danica Torres to serve for EPJ as the Husky fans rise to their feet.
Lundstrom, Meister setting it up for Plucker.
Goes over the block.
Teeman, sorry.
Curry, net interference, point Canton. Sophie sets up for the Huskies, trying to get the win. No, can't do so. No, they called deflection at the net.
Yep.
Wow. So EPJ will take set number one.
We'll see. Canton's going to regroup here and see what happens for set two. And we'll be right back after a couple short breaks.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with me, Heath, and a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of me today and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back here on Live Ticket TV, Pat, to talk about what you were just mentioning off air. Do you win first set? Do you lose first set? How do things go? Well, ultimately, here's your answer. These two teams met up earlier this season during the regular season. Do you remember how that went?
Was it in Elk? I think it was in Elk Point, so I was not down there.
It was 3-2. Canton won, of course. 25-18. Canton lost the first set. Canton just lost the first set here, 25-17. Canton win the next two sets convincingly, lose the fourth set 25-22 before they would pull away in the fifth set. So, to answer your question, if history is repeating itself, Canton's going to have a little bit of heart racing throughout the night.
Exactly.
But it seems like it could be going in that same direction.
Well, then Elk Point obviously knows how to play Canton, so we'll see what happens here.
Should be exciting. Again, great to have you along here on Live Ticket TV. Had a fan comment out there, thought they were looking for some football. Unfortunately, the Canton Seahawk football team fell last Thursday against Beersford in the quarterfinals. All right, Torres up to serve for EPJ. Curry sets it back. Torres. Kohlbaum just have to get the hit over. Does so nicely. Torres digs it up. Sophie to Curry. That time, great jump. Again, I criticized her in that first set. Her jumping was off. That time she corrects it. And just as they did in the first set, EPJ is able to start off with the point. So Torres up to serve once again.
Laubeck gets it up to Tiemann. She gets it over.
Back to Alyssa. Sophie to Curry. Again, jumps too soon. Got too close to the net. And that one
sets it in. That was right on the line, Heath.
Right on the line. Perfect spot. You preach, you teach. That doesn't necessarily always go that way. But nice job for the Canton. Let's see if they can start to build on something now.
Yeah, exactly.
Alyssa, Sophie, Curry just over the block. I don't like that from the Canton Seahawks that time. You gotta realize when there's just one blocker that comes up for EPJ, you cannot go with the simple lob. Attack the one blocker. If you lose it, then you lose it, but you're going to have a better chance of actually winning that point there. Don't go over and attack it.
Exactly.
Again, they just go right over Curry. Now, granted, the pass wasn't the best at the net.
Called carrying on Plucker.
Talked about that on Tuesday. Always an interesting call. I didn't feel like that was a carry whatsoever.
No. But they called it.
Sophie up to serve for EPJ. This one, great kill.
Wow.
Hits off the shoulder head region.
That was a fastball.
Alyssa, smile on her face after getting hit in that kind of neck region there.
Yeah, Laubeck from the back row.
Wow, back-to-back carries called.
Yeah, I don't know. Seems like, you know, I know all officials call games differently, but that's where it's a frustrating aspect, and we're not fans, we're announcers, but, you know, let's call it always the same, and that's not going to happen. Nice save by Vanderweer.
Yeah, able to save it beautifully. Kohlbaum.
Out of bounds. That was close, too. 4-3, Elk Point. Plucker going to serve, see if she can get the tie.
Man, I really thought that was in.
Yeah, it was close.
Goes back to Alyssa. Sophie to Hertz. Kohlbaum dives down to save once again. Sophie across to Torres, back row.
Laubeck didn't get high enough and hits it in the middle of the net.
EPJ will say thank you for that.
Yes, absolutely. Another point for them. 5-3, Elk Point.
Another substitution as Kohlbaum comes out and Hannah Neerman, the regular substitution for that two pair, come back in. Battle at the net, won by Canton there. Torres sends it right to the double block, saved. You have that time underneath net on the slide with the touch there, gives the point to EPJ. That's the call.
Yeah, and I don't know what Elk Point was arguing about because I pretty much saw that the official pointed towards Elk Point right away. Anyway.
Sophie, bad pass there. Somehow EPJ able to keep it alive. Back row Alyssa, Sophie once again to Hertz. And Hertz gets her third kill of the evening. And EPJ starting to build momentum here in this second set. Great diving dig that time by Alyssa. Stays on the EPJ side after the block.
Leister setting up to Laubeck. She gets it over.
Torres once again to Hertz, and she just tried a little dink over the block, but EPJ for the second time keeps it alive. Sophie to Torres, blocked down again, and this time
Vanderweerd gets it.
It can't be kept alive.
That was 2 in a row, and she finally got it to stick. Lundstrom sitting down, and Rosaboom back in.
By the way, DV won the first set 25-15. So if I'm correct, they went on a 17-2 run to close out set number 1. Wow. After they were down at one point. Dug up by Neerman. Trying to get the kill, but going too far across court that time. The sophomore, Ashley Brewer.
Out of bounds, 7-6. Elk Point. Canton got it down to 1. See if we can get Vanderweerd to get a tie here for us.
To Neerman, Sophie goes across to Torres, and Canton knows that play this time. They're ready for it.
Yeah, Rosaboom taps it over.
Hertz, blocked. Stays on EPJ's side. Torres the free ball over. Goes through the block. Let's have to dig it up. Torres again across court. Doesn't work out.
Plucker gets it over to Meister. Back over to Laubeck. Laubeck gets it blocked. Back over to Elk Point. 8-6.
One of the first times the block has been successful here in this second set for the EPJ Huskies.
Yep, Vanderweerd sits down and Lundstrom comes back in. 8-6, Elk Point.
Ashley Brewer also sits down as Van Rokel up to serve, checks in. Close action at the net. Torres, in the end, gets the kill.
Elk Point seems like they got momentum yet from that first set.
And this would be a huge upset for the Elk Point-Jefferson Huskies.
Oh, absolutely. Meister setting it to Laubeck. Tipped by Elk Point. So back over to Canton. 9-7. And Meister is going to serve.
So I like that there from the Canton Seahawks. Just keep attacking the block. That is one of the big spots where EPJ has been weak so far tonight.
Yeah, Meister hit it in the net. 10-7, Elk Point. Lundstrom gets it up to Meister. Rosaboom slams it home. That's her first kill of the night.
And Hertz just missed it as she tried to tip it up in the air.
Yep.
So Canton again just right there at that moment trying to see if they can take the lead. Still have not had it here in either sets tonight.
No. Back over to Elk Point. 11-8. Elk Point.
Torres up to serve.
Gets it to Lundstrom. Meister setting it up for Plucker. Plucker taps her over.
And miscommunication. Kohlbaum just able to luckily dig it up and over.
Miss hit by Plucker into the net. Back over to Elk Point. 12-8.
So just as we mentioned, momentum, back-to-back points for EPJ, and they pull away.
Yeah. Plucker handles it to Meister. Rosaboom in the corner and drops it in. 12-9. Vanderweerd comes back in, and Rosaboom will sit down, and Lundstrom will serve once again for the Lady Seahawks.
Goes back to Van Rokel. And just knocked over by Sophia. She was right there at the net. Good idea for her.
Labeck, Meister, Plucker. Hits it too long. Back over to Elk Point.
Again, instead of attacking the block that time, she tried to go back row with it.
Yep, 13-9, Elk Point.
Now up to serve will be Sophie for EPJ.
Plucker sets it to Meister. Labeck.
Torres, Sophie, Curry, block. Somehow kept alive by EPJ.
How that happened, but they did.
4 girls were in there, and somehow they were able to keep it up in the air. Alyssa, Sophie, Curry leaning backwards. That was going out.
Yep.
And EPJ, they get a big kill. Fans rise to their feet, back up to a 5-point lead.
Yep, Canton's going to take a timeout. 14-9 here. Momentum, they just can't stop it.
Canton, one big thing they have an advantage of, not just against Point-Jefferson, but against anybody, is this home crowd, how small this gym is. This crowd has been very, very quiet so far tonight. What we've heard from shouting is a lot of EPJ. Now, also during this timeout, finally joining the huddle is Lundstrom.
Yep.
And we go back to that very first point with the collision, head injury there that we think, and she just hasn't seemed like she's been in the game at moments and at times. And again, wasn't even joined in the huddle there for a little bit of time.
No. So we'll see what we can do here. Elk Point gonna serve. 14-9. Dropped your phonies.
Thank you. Don't put it there, that won't work.
No.
Don't worry, I have one of those indestructible cases.
Exactly, thank God for them. Plucker goes for the kill, and Elk Point gets it.
Hobom just barely got it over the net that time. That time, EPJ comes up with a couple big blocks. Again, love what Plucker did. Tried to attack the block that time, but Curry able to get the left hand on it and knock it back down.
Yep. Student section's finally up over on Canton side.
Is it wrestling night tonight over in the student section?
I think so. All wearing singlets, which, you know, next week, Keith, wrestling starts.
Is it 1 week away?
Yeah.
At least for practice.
No,
for practice.
Practice.
Yes. Specify that a little bit. So, yes, you're right. You're right.
Yep.
This one just goes a little too far. I don't want to look at the score right now and say this one's in the books, but Canton, the way they played tonight, it feels like this second set's, we're getting to that do or die moment.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to have to do something here. Put some runs in. And maybe
attack the block just like you wanted to, and somehow EPJ is able to keep it alive.
They are. I mean, you'd think it's going out. I think that would have been out, but it didn't.
Sophie. Curry just goes over the block. Back to Torres. Sophie sets it up once again. Brewer. When you see top teams in college, they always put it on upset alert. Right now, you could put this one on upset alert.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't loses this one. They got to win 3 in a row, and that's tough to do, but that might be the case.
Single block there. Vanderweer just didn't come with enough power. Nice job by Curry, then sent too far. Double-digit lead. Canton needs the point here. Set up. Kolbom. Another kill. Her 4th of the evening.
She's taking a timeout again, Coach DeYoung.
Oh. Pat, I think you can take the timeout as much as you want.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be second set to EPJ.
It's starting to smell that way.
And not only are they going to take the second set, but I feel like they're going to take it convincingly. Have to give us a little plug here on Live Ticket TV for our Elk Point-Jefferson fans out there. Don't forget, we do have football coming up tomorrow night of semifinal action. Jacob Wartz, Cole Larsh will be on the broadcast. Pre-game coverage just begins before 5:30 as we sit down with Coach Terry as well of EPJ and talk about the magical run that the Huskies have been on and what specific moment he knew in the season when he had with his squad that they had something special going this year. Don't miss out on the pregame show. And then EPJ trying to punch their ticket to the Dakota Dome. Get all the coverage coming up tomorrow night right here on Live Ticket TV.
And then you'll have Beersford West Central also.
Yep, get my chance to travel with Beersford once again up to West Central for my second trip of the season up there. I do hope the town doesn't decide to shut off the water this time. They shut off the water on homecoming.
What?
Yeah. Well, when everyone comes back into town, they thought it might be a good idea to turn off the water on that Friday. It probably wasn't the best idea.
Probably not.
Sophie up to serve for EPJ after the timeout. Biggest lead that EPJ has had of the night in either set. And again, Canton has never had a lead in any set tonight. Just able to tip it back over on the block there for the Huskies. Alyssa, Sophie, they're going to go near side to Brewer. She had to lean back for that. Sophie sets once again to Curry. She's blocked. Four hits.
So Canton's going to get a shot here. 21-10 Elk Point. See if they can go on a run.
They need something huge.
Huge, yes, absolutely. Team and serving it.
As I say, Pat, 1 point at a time.
Yep. And there it is.
That's 2 in a row.
Yep, 21-11 Elk Point.
Just keep on building.
Yep.
Kolbom, Sophie, back to Kolbom.
3 in a row.
Once this gets to 5 points in a row, if it happens by Canton, EPJ needs to call a timeout.
Absolutely.
Do not let this even give a doubt in the mind of your team. Curry somehow got the block.
They didn't call it.
Because she was coming down off the block. You're right, should have been called a double hit there.
Yep. I guess you missed some. That's all right.
Vanderweerd attacks the block. As I've been saying, keep doing that all night long. It is going to result in success.
Yep.
4 points in a row.
21-13. Elk Point's coach standing up. Tiemann gets it over.
This one right battle at the net. EPJ won it.
Got it.
Attack the block, attack the block, attack the block. 5 points in a row, call timeout.
Yep.
I've been around volleyball a little bit of time to know how it's going to work.
Just a little bit, Keith. Maybe you're going to become the Dick Vitale of high school girls volleyball in South Dakota. Call a TO, baby.
Now, I should try to find some scores. I got distracted by my team right now. They just get a 4th down. They finally get a stop against the Texans. Good Lord, my Eagles aren't playing too good tonight.
I'll pray for you, Heath.
Please
You're
do.
an Eagles fan.
Please do.
And I benched in fantasy this week. I benched the Texans quarterback. I'm going to start David Carr, and I hope Chief fans out there don't get upset because I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm starting a Raider.
Oh, yeah, you might get in trouble.
Oh, well, they'll get over it. Tiemann getting it over. Vanderweerd again for the kill. 21-15. Canton's on a 6-0 run right now.
By the way, 13-13 DV&T area in the second set.
Wow. 7 in a row.
This has gone from bad to worse.
Well, fortunately, with being the Canton guy, I'm kind of happy about it. Tiemann getting it over.
Just need to get a point if you're the Huskies at this moment.
Yes. Vanderweerd gets it over.
Kohlbaum finally ends that 7-0 run the Canton Seahawks have been on. And it was built up to such a lead that you're still comfortable if you're EPJ right now with the 6-point lead.
Peterson to Meister. Sending it to Laubeck. Gets it over.
Brewer just has to get the free pass over for the Huskies. Torres, Kohlbaum, Hertz. Right over the block. Sophie to Hertz once again. Takes a couple knocks. Dug up by Alyssa. Go back this time to Kohlbaum.
Canton gets it back.
EPJ fans wanted a couple different times there of a carry. Didn't get to go their way.
Yeah. Plucker serving for Canton.
Alyssa somehow dug that up. The free pass over by Brewer.
Meister setting it up. Laubeck dumps it in and gets another score. 22-18.
Brewer and Hertz both jumped a little too early. They both came down at the same time. That's how it just went through the block. But again, as I mentioned it, Pat, just keep attacking the block. You're going to have the best success there if you're Canton.
Exactly.
Kohlbaum, Sophie, Hertz, hesitation. When you make the move to get the kill, you cannot have hesitation.
No.
It all needs to be in one swift movement.
Yep. 22-19.
Wow. Now a 10-1 run that Canton's on currently. Kohlbaum just trying to get it across court. Doesn't work out there. Sophie, Alyssa, back to Kohlbaum. Dug up though by Canton.
Peterson gets it over.
Sophie this time to Brewer. Wow. I don't like that call.
No.
Because Canton immediately looked to the official before they even played the ball.
Yep, exactly. 22-20, Elk Point.
Of course, these are just random officials. I mean, when you get to other games, sometimes they are home officials, but not in this situation.
No, these are selected. It was out of bounds.
But that was, as mentioned, it was just turn around. They didn't even look for the ball.
No, and that's not, I don't like that piece, absolutely. Being an official myself, I don't look for it.
Neerman there to serve for EPJ. Strong kill.
23-21, 2-point lead for Elk Point. Canton on a 12-2 run.
Yep. What a run this has been on.
And the gym's getting louder.
Yes. Sophie sets to Hertz. Blocked.
1-point lead for Elk Point, and they're going to take a timeout. 23-22 is the score. 13-2 run for Canton. You know, Heath, I don't want to jinx anything, but I think they've maybe woken up a little bit.
I think they have woken up, and I was basically writing off this second set at 21-9. It seemed like it was all but over with.
Yeah, we had that conversation. It's like, well, it's feeling that way. And then Canton went on the run, probably 2 scores after you'd said that.
Yep.
And, yeah.
And the only other time I've seen this was a couple weeks ago when Vermilion played Beersford. I wrote it off that Vermilion was going to lose. They were down 11 in the third set, and all of a sudden they came roaring back and won.
And here we are. Vanderweer going to serve 23-22, Elk Point, set 2.
Brewer just hits it up in the air. Sophie back to Brewer.
Meister, lob back in the corner, out of bounds. Back to Elk Point, 24-22.
And now this one is set point. A lucky deflection off the antenna.
Yeah.
EPJ fans rise to their feet. They know they need it.
Yep.
Torres gets it up. Sophie hurts. They waited, they made it drama, but in the end, EPJ is able to take set number 2.
Yeah, EPJ up 2-0. We'll be right back with a quick break for set 3.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
The best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Back here on Live Ticket TV as we head to set number 3, which is now do or die time for the Canton Seahawks after Canton was able to make a nice comeback. They still fall in set number 2 and need to see if they can't put together 3 sets in a row and keep their season alive. Back over to Pat Ross.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. I mean, we got to win 3 in a row now to take it. And I've never seen that, Heath, before. I'm not saying our girls aren't capable, but they better get her going. Lob back right out of the chute, serves it out of bounds, so Elk Point picks up point 1, set 3.
And with that, not only has EPJ started with every single point, but again, Canton still officially has not had a lead yet tonight.
No, not at all.
Sophia up to serve for EPJ. This one goes out. It's the early mistakes that get you in trouble.
Yeah.
That make a comeback, like we saw in that second set, nearly impossible because you dug yourself in such an early hole.
Yep.
Just went over somehow. Kolbaum knocked it back over for EPJ. Sophie digs it up. Alyssa's there. Kolbaum once again. And this one a little too far.
It's tipped. It's tipped. Canton got it. Right at the net it got tipped.
Okay, I was going to say, I don't think Alyssa got a piece of it, but I missed it at the net. Good call there by the official.
Yeah. You know, these officials, they're not putting up with anything, and they're doing a great job. They're by the book, and that's the way it should be. I don't think any of them have been here all year, which to me, I don't think when you have a final game of any sort, Heath, it should be somebody that hasn't seen either team in our area.
2 service errors and a mistake of sending one too far out of bounds. 3 free points to open up this third set for EPJ. They really haven't earned a point yet. That time, they do with Hertz.
Slammed it home.
Cannot let yourself get in this deep of a hole. Yes, a run can be put together by EPJ, but you can't let it, or excuse me, by Canton, but you can't let it get to a large lead first.
No, it can be double digits.
Kohlbaum, she's been phenomenal all season long. I would love to see Kohlbaum and Plucker on a team.
Yeah.
And they're both sophomores.
Does Kohlbaum play Kairos? Do you know?
I'm not for sure if she does or not.
Because I know Plucker plays travel volleyball with one of the elite teams from Kairos. So if that's the case, then they might play together.
Imagine those two on a team. It's going to certainly be fun to watch them as sophomores over the next 2 years as well.
Absolutely.
Alyssa continues to serve.
Vanderweer gets the kill. So Canton finally gets a point after Elk Point got 5 in a row. So we'll see if Canton can put a run together. 6-2, Elk Point Teeman gonna serve for Canton.
Something I just thought was kind of interesting. You know who made the trip here tonight?
No.
Vermilion Tanagers volleyball team is here tonight watching the game.
I saw a couple of them come in, but I didn't know how many.
Another mistake there by the Canton Seahawks. They can't get it into play. Kohlbaum will come out. Neerman will back into the game. She'll be up to serve, but a 5-point lead. EPJ is dictating tempo early here in this third set.
Yeah, they're going at them hard, that's for sure, Heath. Just get it over. Plucker gets it over.
Alyssa, Sophie Hertz. Vanderweerd, who's been so reliable at the block all season long. What a big one there.
Yeah, Autumn Ask is now in the lineup for Canton now too.
Kohlbaum plays MVP out of North Sioux.
Okay.
Coach Zeller for Vermilion, who helps us out with the Tanagers in the broadcast back there listening. Of course, she has some relationship on the EPJ side.
Gotcha. Did you just see that A serve?
I did not.
It hit the top of the net and died and went straight down. Let's just hope Canton doesn't get in a panic mode and think they got to, think about the game. It can be done and go a point at a time and go.
And you mentioned that as well. You can lose the first set by a large margin, even the second set, and say, okay, we're going to be okay.
Yep.
But when you're down 0-2, this is your season.
Yeah, it is. Loser goes home.
And it makes it even tougher when your team like Canton, who this ride has been so magical, has been, 35 years since they were last ranked inside the top 5 according to the media?
Yep.
It's just been one heck of a season. And to not even make it out of the region.
No. And I know there's been a lot of talk in town. The community's excited. And, and I'm not going to make excuses either, Heath, but I know there's a lot of pressure on the girls. But, the best thing about the pressure is just show up and play as well as you have all year to get where you're at and go. And that's all you got to do. And I know it's easier said than done. I was in high school. You were in high school. I played in the state final, and there is a ton of pressure.
There is, especially in Canton, too. This is a town. You look at the banners here and the gym. This is a title town.
Yes.
They expect championships, no matter what sport, every single year.
Exactly. Well, that's pretty much why you check out everything, is because, hey, your dream and your goal is to win a state title. Doesn't matter what sport it is. If it's golf, we had a state champ individual last year.
Yep.
Wrestling, we're going for 7 in a row. Basketball has changed tremendously. The boys are going to be good this year. The girls ought to be phenomenal. But yet, volleyball hasn't done a lot, in school history, so it's different. So there's a culture here, that's for sure.
Down by double digits again. This time attack the block, goes out of bounds. Point for the Canton Seahawks.
Plucker gonna serve, she gets the kill. She's only got 3 tonight so far compared to last Tuesday night. She had 14 at this time.
Because she's up to serve. Alyssa digs it up, Sophie Hertz.
Automass tries to get it. Bounces off wrong, goes out of bounds, so back over to Elk Point. 10-point lead again for the Huskies. 13-3.
On the opposite side, if you're Elk Point-Jefferson, when do you really start to believe and sink in that you could sweep Canton?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, they've got to be feeling it already.
Battle at the net that time. Torres just sends it backwards. Point for Canton. Is this a moment right here that we could see a run? As Vanderweerd is up to serve, she was the one that started that 7-0 run in the second set.
Yep. They started it with her serving.
Sophie to Hertz. The block not all the way there at the net. You don't close out that space, and when you don't, that's what happens. It falls on your side.
Yep.
Now up to serve once again. For the second time this set, Hertz. Nice job. And
cupping. And what's the player going over to ask the official for?
No, now she's the captain, so Sophie's the one who can make the argument and get an explanation.
Gotcha.
She's just asking for an explanation.
Okay.
As a captain, you are allowed to do that. You won't get the reversal, but you're allowed to ask, why did you make that call?
Okay. I did not know that, Heath, so thanks for that explanation.
And I'll have to give a shout out to Coach Zeller. That was the one who explained that to us earlier this season.
Gotcha. So I umpire girls softball in Iowa. And just from the last few years, players now will yell at you. They want an explanation. They'll argue. Granted, I don't deal with that because their coach stops it right away. But, granted, kids are different today.
Oh, yeah.
Canton gets a point, so back to a 9-point lead for EPJ, and Labeck's going to serve for Canton, see if they can go on a run here.
EPJ just trying to keep it at a manageable distance right now. Kohlbaum, oof.
Out of bounds.
She had her spot picked out perfectly, just send it a little too far off to the left at her angle.
Yep, and it was close from what we could see up here, but yet we're not down that line to see. I think she wanted the kill but mishit it. Plucker tries. Elk Point wants a call again. I don't know what they wanted.
They wanted to say it was actually blocked. They just took the deflection off the net, but that's been a consistent call by the officials that way all night long.
Yep, absolutely. They're doing a great job.
Absolutely.
Knowing that this is a huge game, and it's proven itself tonight so far.
We'll revisit that play here in just a moment. I think there's a little bit more perspective you can look at, too. Kohlbaum tries to get the kill, saved. Free pass over by Canton.
Yeah, Labeck gets it over.
Sophie, the no look, just knocked it over, but Canton was ready. Alyssa, Kohlbaum, once again, the rally continues on here.
Labeck to Plucker. Nice dig by Elk Point.
Kohlbaum once again took a deflection on its way through. Back to Alyssa, another dig for her. Back to Kohlbaum once again, at the net. Wow, this rally continues on. Curry's blocked.
Blocked by Danica and Tiemann. So, the back and forth competitiveness of these girls that are on the court, it's do or die, and they both know that. Elk Point wants to sweep Canton so bad, and Canton knows that they got to win this set or they're done.
And going back to that play that was in the net, you say, did it actually get over or not? So often you see officials not make that call because it's such a bang-bang play that you have to be exactly right, and if you're not for sure, then just let it go.
Exactly. Rosenboom gets it over, and it's in.
Beautiful spot.
0 for Elk Point. I think she thought it was going out of bounds, and it dropped in.
Yep, Alyssa kind of moved away from it there for a moment. As she did, it just gets creeping in on that back line.
Yep. 15-9, Elk Point. Elk Point wants a timeout. We'll take a short break right after this.
Mary and Marie Boutique is a store for all the girls. They have new fall fashion featuring Days denim. And check out their new arrivals every month and their color of the season. Radiate joy and love what you wear. Mary and Marie Boutique asks that you support local business. Shop online anytime, anywhere at maryandmarieboutique.com. Follow them on Facebook at Mary and Marie Boutique and on Instagram at shop.maryandmarie. Mary and Marie Boutique is a proud supporter of area school activities.
15-9 here in set number 3. EPJ's trying to get the clean sweep over the Canton Seahawks. The Seahawks battling for their lives. Back over to the voice of the Seahawks, Pat Ross.
Yeah, Carly's doing a great job. Canton's on a little bit of a run here. Let's see if they can continue it. It's not a big deficit so far yet. I mean, far enough, but before, Canton had dug themselves in a hole, then tried to come back, and they're sure trying. Laubeck gets it over.
Sophie pops it up in the air. Kohlbaum, send it back row.
Meister setting it up for Plucker in the corner.
Battle at the net, kept alive.
Nope. 5-point lead for Elk Point. What's the run right now that Canton's on, Heath? Do you know for sure?
They're currently on a 4-0 run.
4-0, okay. And they stopped it.
I'm so curious in that last play there because it went up and it hit the ceiling. It went over to the Canton side and they called it.
Yep. And I'm not sure.
Because that ball, no matter what, was going over.
Yeah.
But it was helped by the edge of the pull up there that knocked it over. I'm kind of surprised it was called dead the way it was.
Yeah, I don't. Like we had talked about the other night about the ceiling maybe being taller or higher, I should say. And somebody said that they have looked into that, and just the structure of the building for the beams to go higher would be $1 million or something. It'd be cheaper for them to build a new gym than it would be to redo this one.
Wow. Kohlbaum.
And this was the National Guard Armory at one time.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the thing is that I learned coming over here to South Dakota that a lot of gyms are called armories and not gymnasiums.
Sure. Kohlbaum tried to get the kill back row, not able to do so. Took a deflection on its way through on the block. Point for the Seahawks.
16-13, 3-point lead EPJ. Lundstrom serving for Canton.
Sophie set it backwards. Curry went too close to the net, but able to get it over there.
Vanderweerd wanted the kill, didn't get it.
Oh, that was going out.
Yeah, it was.
Lundstrom even clapped her hands together knowing she made a mistake there.
Yep. Been an easy point, but we play on. But we could have took it there.
And that's one you look back, and for Lundstrom, you just beat yourself up at. That's one of those weird ones that you will wake up in the middle of the night and remember that point there.
Exactly.
Even if you still win this, you will still think about that one there.
Yep.
Alyssa serving for EPJ. Block there. This time bringing in two girls.
Out of bounds.
Back-to-back points for EPJ. Back up to a 5-point lead. Again, looking for the 3-0 sweep over number 3 Canton. Just a one blocker. Hertz wins the battle at the net. Back to Torres. Sophie, Hertz. Sent it too far.
Out of bounds.
We got deflection there, Pat, at the net.
Yeah.
So it makes it a 6-point lead. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal was.
For the Canton Seahawks, again, trying to keep this magical run this season alive. But right now, down by 6. They need a little bit of help. I'm going to see if we can't find you some score updates as I bounce around to my beloved Philadelphia Eagles. I know you were judging me there earlier. You can judge me all you want. Goes back to my younger days when I fell in love with the young Deuce Staley and Donovan McNabb in the backfield.
Well, I remember Ron Jaworski and Carmichael. That's all I know.
25-22. DV took the second set. They're up by 7, 21-14 in the third set. Looks like DV could get the clean sweep over T area. Quick little pass over. Colbaum was the first one to get to it, and
back over to Canton with a little tap over. Elk Point thought that the spike was coming, or the kill, I should say, and didn't get it. So 19-14, Elk Point. Tessa Tiemann serving for Canton.
5-point lead. If you're EPJ, you're creeping more and more at that scoreboard. Just need a point at a time. Colbaum really switching sides of the court. We haven't seen her much on this side. Knock over by EPJ.
Lundstrom sets it over to Plucker. Taps it over.
Hertz somehow got the point. It's the second time we've seen her hesitate to go for the kill. Last time she made a mistake and just sent it into the net. This time, able to get the point.
6-point lead now, back up to for Elk Point.
Right now you're holding your hand up, just counting 5. You're trying to put a finger down at a time.
Yep.
If you're EPJ.
Lundstrom to Meister, to Vanderweerd, to the back row.
Torres gets the big kill. Torres gets her 5th kill of the evening. And you put a finger down if you're EPJ. A finger down, you're now at 4 points. Ehrman just float her over, saved by the Canton Seahawks.
And they counted that. And it wasn't over, Heath, I don't think, but I guess we'll take that.
Yeah, I think it might have, as you mentioned, gone over across the official, not over the net.
Yep, but they let it go.
21-15.
Plucker serving for Canton.
Neerman, Sophie. Torres with the block there. Vanderweerd hesitated. Back to the row, Alyssa. Brewer.
Ask for the save. Plucker down and scores.
Hit the net, doesn't go to the blocker.
That's the roll.
I don't know if she meant to do that, but it worked out in her favor.
Yeah.
Within 5.
21-16. Plucker serving. Labeck, Meister sends it over.
Sophie, Brewer. Brewer. Canton that time playing too far in the back row. Left space there in the middle.
Peterson in, Plucker out. 22-16, EPJ. Been doing EPJ a lot tonight.
EPJ needs to finish this one off. Van Rokel up to serve. They're within 3 of the sweep and moving on to the Sodak 16.
Laubach gets it back. 22-17. Rosenboom in. Lundstrom checking out. Vanderweerd will serve to see if they can go on a roll like she had in the second set.
Yeah, see if she can't put together 7 straight points. How big would that be if they could do it again?
Yeah. Said they carried it. So back over to Elk Point again.
Within 2. And you can see on the faces of EPJ the smiles. They believe right now.
Yep. Vanderweerd out, Lundstrom back in.
Hurt serving. Not a great first pass there. And that works out nicely. Lundstrom just put that straight up in the air. She needs to put that to a player.
Yep.
And Seahawks really get lucky with the mistake there by Torres, who's been extremely clean tonight.
Ask is sitting down, teaming in, and Meister will serve for Canton.
Dug up by Neerman. Torres just has to get it over, able to do so.
Wildback gets the kill.
Within four.
That's her fourth of the night. So 23-19, EPJ, Meister serving again.
Gets it over nicely. Rolke just popped it back over. Dug up by Neerman. Sophie Torres was in a wrong spot. She was close to the official. She knew she was at that ladder there. Try to go across court, doesn't work out. Within three, the Seahawks.
23-20, Meister again.
Van Rokel, Sophie, Curry. Just tried to go across court. Something that's been successful all night for them, and EPJ needs a timeout.
23-21. We'll take a short break while we take a timeout on the floor.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
23-21. It's a quick timeout for the Elk Point-Jefferson Huskies as they try to hang on and get the sweep back over to Pat Ross.
Meister going to serve. Canton on a little bit of a run here. See if they can keep it alive. Meister gets it over.
Alyssa, bad first touch, curried the free ball over.
Peterson. Meister sets it up for Rosenboom. Boom! Gets the kill. Canton within one to tie it here. Set three.
23-22. EPJ just needs a point to get the ball back. Van Rokel, Sophie, Torres, try to go back row to Lundstrom.
Meister. Labeck has it blocked.
EPJ fans rise to their feet once again, the third time they've done this tonight. The other two have resulted in set wins. Torres up to serve. Just quick over. Torres wasn't ready for it. Dives down.
Meister just with the set over. And Elk Point wasn't expecting that whatsoever. So Labeck to serve. 24-23, hoping to tie it here on the serve.
Still like game point here. Rolke to Sophie to Kolbaum. Plucker goes down the line.
Plucker lays it in to tie it. 24 all, set three. Now it's by two, either point. Labeck going to serve again.
And a mistake here. Wow. Wow.
Trying to loft it in, and you know, I totally understand what she was trying to do. Game point, Elk Point.
Sophie up to serve.
Lundstrom gets it to Meister, to Danica in the corner.
Torres, Sophie, Kolbaum over the block.
Meister saves it up. Lundstrom, Plucker.
Alyssa digs. Sophie sets. Kolbaum.
Game point.
26-24 off the deflection. EPJ comes into Canton and gets the upset, eliminating number 3 Canton from the region tournament. Wow.
Yeah. If you would have told me this, Heath, we walked in to set up, I'd have said you're crazy, but Elk Point played absolutely outstanding tonight, and I wish them all the best of luck.
I mentioned it, they'd only won 1 game against a Class A team with a winning record. Tonight they make it 2, and the biggest moment. And Elk Point-Jefferson, how about this? Not only is the volleyball team now going to the Sodak 16, but the football team in the semifinals tomorrow night. There is a lot of excitement in EPJ.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, Pat,
yeah,
it's been great working with you.
Good. You know, it's always fun doing games, Heath.
Well, hey, you have fun with the wrestling. I'll see you in about a month's time, all right?
All right, sounds good.